Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a whole new episode of your program, Arab Affairs. This is Shuru Bakir, and I'll accompany you through the latest developments that is happening in Egypt and in the Arab world. Starting off where the President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi on Saturday welcomed a letter from U.S. President Donald Trump recognizing Egypt's role in supporting regional security while reiterating Cairo's position on Nile water security amid renewed U.S. mediation efforts on the ground. The Ethiopian Renaissance Dam Jared. President Sisi's remarks came after Trump offered to restart high-level U.S. mediation between Egypt and Ethiopia, signaling a more interventionist American role in seeking a permanent resolution to the decade-long dispute over the Jared. Details follow.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi hailed the message by the U.S. President Donald Trump and his appreciated efforts in maintaining peace and stability on the regional and international levels. Trump's message also included appreciation to Egypt's vital role in supporting security and stability in the region. President al-Sisi also valued Trump's interest in the pivotal importance of Nile River, which represents the lifeline for Egyptian people, and that Egypt stressed its keenness on serious cooperation with the Nile Basin countries, which is based on the principles of the international law to achieve the common interests without harming any side. President al-Sisi also conveyed a message thanking U.S. President Trump and appreciating his cooperation regarding Egypt's water security and underscoring Egypt's support to Trump's efforts in this file, looking forward to continue work closely with him in the next phase. President al-Sisi's statements came as Trump offered to restart mediation between Egypt and Ethiopia to help resolve the issue of Nile River water sharing. In a letter posted earlier on this Truth social account, Trump added that he was aware of the great importance of the Nile River for Egypt and its people. Trump also thanked President al-Sisi for his leadership in successfully mediating a ceasefire deal in Gaza. President al-Sisi said Egypt remains committed to serious and constructive cooperation with Nile Basin countries grounded in principles of international law to achieve shared interests without harming any party. President al-Sisi's response sought to balance appreciation for the U.S. message with the reaffirmation of Egypt's core principles on the Nile, presenting cooperation as the preferred path while keeping water security at the center of Egypt's stance.
Welcome back. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi's recent tweet in response to a message from U.S. President Donald Trump delivers a set of strategic signals reaffirming Egypt's pivotal role in managing the Gaza crisis and underscoring the Nile as a core national security issue, while emphasizing Cairo's commitment to diplomacy, regional stability, and mutually beneficial solutions. Details follow.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi's response to U.S. President Donald Trump carries clear political and strategic message that can be effectively leveraged on several fronts. First, the response reinforces Egypt's central role under President al-Sisi's leadership in de-escalating the Gaza crisis, despite the heavy political, security and economic repercussions the conflict has imposed on Egypt since October 2023. It underscores Cairo's position as a key regional stabilizer and indispensable mediator. Second, the message firmly reiterates Egypt's legitimate right to Nile waters as a matter of national security. It highlights the importance of U.S. legal and political support for Egypt and Nile Basin countries, while rejecting Ethiopia's contradictory stance and indirect threats The reference to American mediation signals a preference for diplomatic solutions and avoidance of military escalation. Finally, President Sisi's remarks stressed the strategic importance of the Nile and Egypt's water security, emphasizing a cooperative framework that safeguards Egypt's rights while ensuring no harm to other parties, reinforcing Egypt's commitment to balanced, rules-based regional cooperation.